Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make these gorgeous French inspired organza bows. They're perfect for decorating, whether it's folios or frames, invitations, gift boxes. If you're new to our channel, thank you so much, welcome. If you've been here before, thank you so much for joining me again. These bows are really delicate and they're sheer and they have that romantic coquette aesthetic that is so elegant and timeless. So let's get started and I can show you how I did this. As you can see, this is a gray one, this is a gold one. You have to excuse my fingers because I was doing another video for some other things. I've got this pink one right here. There you go. And then I've got this one. What you're going to need is you are going to need to get your ribbon. This gray one right here is this one. And it's a 3/8 by, well, it says 25 yards, but it just depends on the size of bow that you're going to want to use. So we're going to get this out of the way because we aren't going to need this one. And this was a strand I needed for something else. This one right here is this one. As you can tell, the difference in the way the colors do change because you are going to need glue of some kind. Okay, so the one I'm going to be using is this color. I think it kind of goes with this, at least I'm hoping to. If it doesn't, then we're going to stick with this one. This is one of our freebies in our channel. It is our love letters photo folio. It's free. The link is going to be on the description box so that you can go see the video and see how to be able to make this. If you are part of our subscribers and you have opted in to receive emails from us and our newsletter, this will be in your inbox. You can go look at your emails and it should be in your inbox. So let's get started with the bows. I'm going to move these out of the way so that we can get started here. And I am going to use, I think this is, we're going to try this one. Okay, so let me unwrap this. And what I need you guys to do is you're going to get your ribbon and you are just going to make a bow. Okay, we'll use these in a little bit. You're going to need some pins, or you are going to need some pliers, tweezers, to be able to hold it down and manipulate it. This right here is my heating pad for my press for when I'm doing either sublimation or I'm doing the iron-on vinyls or the decals. This is a heat press. This is the embossing heat tool. You're going to need some kind of air flow that brings heat to be able to dry up the glue we're going to be using. This one is the Elmer's school glue. I've used this one for the other bows, and I'm going to use this little dish to be able to kind of mix it in. And then pins, if in case you don't want to use tweezers and you don't want to have to run the risk of, how do I hold it down, you can use pins. The only thing is that when you use pins, sometimes you can see the little bitty marks on it. But overall, it's just really pretty. You can see the glue on there. It kind of gives it that dull look, antique-ish, vintage. I think it's really cute. About 12 inches right here. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. Okay. Let's get this out of the way. Get this out of the way. Stick this in here. Get our glue. We're going to get this, and we are going to put glue on here. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to rub the glue all over the entire ribbon. Okay, as you can see. Okay, let's do it again one more time so you can smooth out those little pieces right there. Let's see. Okay, do is I'm going to make my bow. Okay. Somebody knows a different way to do this that's cleaner, easier, and it's not as messy. By all means, share. Let us know how to do this that is not as messy. Okay, and there you have it. Now here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to manipulate how you want your ribbon to look like. Okay, so I'm going to put this here, this out of the way, and I'm going to pin the different corners of how I want it to look. Okay, so there you have that, and then you're going to go in with some tweezers and you're going to be able to push it down and give it that crinkled look wherever you're going to want that crinkled look. Okay, now keep in mind that this is really, really hot, and it's real important that you try to stay as far as you can from it, because this organza ribbon will scorch and it'll just, you know, shrivel up and you'll see it. So please be careful with it. Okay. 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 So I don't know if y'all can see that right there. For what I want it, it's doing great. I'm going to cut the little tips here, and if I can get this right. There. That. And then okay, so there you have it. That's what I'm wanting for mine. I wanted to give it a really vintage look. It's a little smaller than what I want, but it will work for the frame that I'm going to use. Okay, so the frame that goes in this packet is this one right here. Okay, it's exactly like this, but what I went ahead and did is I punched little holes by 2, okay, because I'm going to weave the ribbon in and out, and I used this hole punch, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's the smaller one. What we're going to do is we are going to guesstimate how much ribbon we're going to need. You can do one of two things. You can weave it in and out and, you know, kind of sort of guess how much you think you're going to need. I'm going to cut it right there, hoping that that'll be enough. And what I'm going to do is I am going to tie my ribbon or glue my ribbon on one of these. Okay, so we're going to start off with this corner. Well, I appreciate you taking the time and spending a little bit of time with me and learning how to make these beautiful French-inspired organza bows. As you can see, these bows are delicate and they sheer and they have that romantic, coquette aesthetic that is so elegant and timeless. And so I thank you so much for joining me in this video. And as I said, this is a free photo folio, and the link will be in the description to be able to watch the video on how this one is made and to get your free copy. If you'd like to receive ongoing freebies and resources delivered straight into your inbox, be sure to opt in for our emails. These gifts are ongoing and I don't want you to miss out. And if this video has blessed you, please like, make a comment, subscribe, and you'll be notified when new videos are up. Your support helps keep these resources available for others too. And you'd encourage us if you'd share this video or our channel with others. And remember, it's always time to inspire. See you in the next video.